Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This energy is charged with deeply stabilizing stillness leading to inner peace. And right now, the word coming through is calm. I'm also hearing that the endless noise of the world recedes before your unshakable inner fortress. Now let's find out what other messages are coming through. So starting off, that the phrase of like the endless noise of the world recedes before your unshakable inner fortress is kind of, I don't know why, it's like eerie a little bit. It's almost like something spooky's happening outside, of your fortress, which is kind of interesting. But like, it's just noise and it's endless and it's finally going away. And that's like a really nice feeling because it has something to do with that calm, that peace, that quiet resolve is what I'm sensing in that energy, But yeah, it feels as though like there was like a battle that was happening outside, something that was trying to breach the walls of your fortress. And you built this fortress wall within your heart. And it's almost like all this like internal and external conflict has finally been silenced for good. And I also heard forever. Okay. And in the past, you start off in this like Eight of Wands energy, something to do with you making momentum. Okay. Taking action. And you're doing it very swiftly, very quickly, with a lot of speed. I heard a lot of gusto as well. And it has a lot to do with this Ten of Pentacles. Interesting. So it might be something to do with like stability in your connection, stability in your fulfillment with love, joy, and harmony in those connections. Maybe something to do with the home, something to do with friends and family. Interesting. Ten of Pentacles. So it's like you have this resourcefulness around you, this stability around you physically. And you're able to almost like go into like your hermit mode with this energy. Almost like you're in your solitude, but at the same time, it's like you're not stepping away from everything. It's almost like you're reflecting on it and soul searching even. I'm also hearing that you're just kind of like using your wisdom of the past to help you reflect on what you want to do in your relationships going forward. It seems to be that there was some sort of like two-faced energy in your midst. Someone, something came across almost like a double-edged sword is what I heard. It's like they say one thing, they mean another, they do something else, but then, it turns out to be this rather than that. Almost like a sense of betrayal behind kindness. Something to do that someone was trying to be perceived as loyal, as an ally, as trustworthy, but the universe almost like pulled you back in and made you realize like, hey, this is deception. This is a mental block. This is secrets and traps. I'm getting like Eight of Swords with that. Funny enough, when I was getting the Eight of Wands, I thought it was the Eight of Swords until I read Eight of Wands. I was like, oh, I was totally wrong there. That is the Eight of Swords, But there's some back energy in that Eight of Wands. It's like you're moving away from the deception, the mental blocks, the fear. And you're really unbreakable. The universe wants you to know that you have this inner toughness about you. If you haven't quite experienced this betrayal just yet, the universe wants you to know that you will be prepared to overcome it. You've been through a lot of hardships, something to do with, I don't know why I got the word bondage towards something. Like it was like this contract that you were in, some sort of obligation that you might have been in. But you've had a lot of strength through the adversity that came your way and the obstacles that this contract put in front of you. Something to do with people were trying to break you so that you would quit. People were trying to break you so that you would not see your value, that you would give up on a project you started and that you've been working on for years, that you would have deception towards your I'm getting like, what's the word? Your value. That's the word, yeah. Your value. That you would be almost like self-sabotaging yourself, is what I heard. But you chose to be unbreakable, despite all of the chaos that's happening outside of your fortress. And by doing so, you might have had a bit of small regrets and longing for you to not make certain actions. Maybe you spoke up for yourself and you felt regretful that you spoke in a negative manner about others, despite you always being kind-hearted, caring, loving, and supportive, while these individuals were, bickering, spreading lies, hatred, and gossip, And it's like you have small regrets of speaking up for yourself, but then it's almost like because you spoke up for yourself interesting. I heard the word before. Maybe before you didn't speak up for yourself, okay? And by you doing so, you had a little bit of a shaking moment, a little bit of a upheaval moment. It's almost like you had to do this trust fall, like the Fool card here. You just doing a trust fall, a leap forward towards a hopeful new path, towards your freedom. It's like you were finally saying no more, okay? Something to do with your relationships. Something to do with you being vulnerable in those relationships and finally surrendering and shifting your perspective towards certain things, certain people. It's almost like you are giving less of yourself to those who are undeserving of that good-hearted nature of yours, of your pure worth, of your kindness, of your maturity, your emotional maturity, your calm, your balance, your leadership capabilities, your charm, your boldness, your stability, your wisdom, your reliability is what I'm hearing, your logic. Okay, you have a lot of strong energy coming there. I'm also getting 444 and 1111 as some numbers that might be popping up here and there for you. And it looks to be that as you take this leap forward, there's going to be a huge tower moment. And if you haven't already, you will go through that in some regard, where you're going to see some sort of upheaval in you having those small regrets. But nonetheless, it's like these tower moments are going to be happening externally rather than internally, okay? I'm also kind of hearing that it's going to shock a little bit, be a little bit shocking for some people, because it's like you are in this fortress, you're fortified, okay? And you've already resolved all of the internal conflict that you were feeling, and now all of that internal conflict is external, like it's not happening within you. It's happening outside of you, and it is relating to other people. Like you might see people getting sick out of nowhere, You might be calling back your energy and seeing people, like all the people that you wished well on, realizing that your enemies are getting sick, that they're having, issues, they're having issues in their home, they're having like house of horror moments, You might be seeing people, have downfalls, and it's because you pulled back your energy, you pulled back your support, and now you're kind of just having this quiet resolve within yourself that's just guaranteeing you absolute emotional harmony, okay? And you have the world coming through for you too. It's almost like you're complete, you're whole again. It's like you're at this arrival point and you're finally being integrated into all the things that you are doing, okay? It's a lot of good harmony coming your way, and it's from your momentum forward. It's from you taking that leap forward. And the universe wants you to rest in that victory, okay? So that you can establish your inner throne within that fortress of yours, okay? Because all of this endless noise that was happening in the background is no more. And those who came up against you, those who tried to disrupt your peace and emotional harmony, are now faltering, is what I heard. It's just soul silencing out here. People it's almost like they knew they messed up kind of thing, by bringing you all of this noise to begin with that was disrupting your peace, disrupting your harmony, okay? And now you have no thoughts, you're just vibing out right now. You're disassociating. I don't know why, but I hear disassociating. I also think like quiet quitting is just like the job may not be up to par. Like people are just not acting right, or just the end of the year or something like that, or just like vacation time or something, the holidays, who knows, right? But you have this like emptiness about you, but it's not like you have no thoughts. It's kind of just like you have this cool, calm warm, charismatic energy in you. It's like all your chakras are aligned, okay? When you are at peace and you are in balance with who you are as a person and no one can disrupt that harmony within you, you have this interconnection of all the chakras just lining up harmoniously, having you in this zen-like state where it's just like you are constantly elevating. Anytime someone with a lower consciousness level is trying to bring chaos and struggle your way, you overcome it, okay? Any challenge that comes your way, you have this defensive stance, you're courageous, and you protect your peace is what I'm hearing. Also, it seems to be that there's also some overstimulation, panic, and mental overload for some of your enemies too. It looks to be that while you are in this tranquil state, they are having this, oh snap, is what I'm hearing. It's like, oh snap. It's like they can't handle what they tried to throw at you because it got thrown back at them, is what I heard. It's like they are now fatigued and they're now burdened and strained is what I'm hearing too. It sounds as though anyone who was your opposition creating all of this endless noise that is finally gone for you, that was finally, I heard shinily? I don't know why. Like finally, I guess? But that's finally shining, finally? It's like a spotlight's finally shining on them. It's too much and they won out is what I'm hearing. But nonetheless, you are in this peace and the universe wants you to maintain that going forward. So keep doing your thing, okay? As this emotional turmoil has ended and is replaced by a permanent state of calm and unwavering strength, your spirit is sovereign at this point in time. So yeah, keep doing your thing. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment down below. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.